girl, Kwan?
Don't talk to me.
Who is the girl?
Take me to police station.
Who be this girl? Who be this girl? Who be this girl? Who be this girl? Huh?
Are you okay?
Who be the girl now? You carry knife, keep person, kill small baby.
Tell the boy. Go! This other woman arrest her.
I don't want to hold the baby.
Where do you get this? Now we'll punish you, idiot. Wait. Yeah, ask her. Calm down. Calm down. Keep your mouth shut. Where should get this knife? Where are you staying? Where are you staying?
What did you come here to do? What did you come here to do? God save you.
You are not I know that. I was struggling with the small boy. The next thing, him. He rushed out and held that. Besides, let me see the whole of the rush. You are very wicked. You are very wicked.
How did she come inside this woman?
You are very wicked.
Boy, hold this thing, make I beat this guy. What's no good? She's a man.
I said, where is your phone? Wait. You does not want to say anything. The only thing we need to get is send it. If you beat Charlie, I have one at that station. So we need to get the
Do whatever they want to do.
No. You have not answered our question.
Welcome back, guys. I trust you've been staying safe. Today's true crime story, honestly, it's like nothing I've ever seen before. It's coming to you from Nigeria in West Africa, specifically from a town called Owerri. And it's about how God, or the Holy Spirit, allegedly sent a woman to go to a compound and then end the life of a little boy. This is an ongoing case, and if you are ready for this true crime story, just buckle up and let's go. Now, before we get into today's case, kindly support our campaign against femicide by going to the comment section and type in "Please stop the femicide" or hashtag "Say no to femicide." Additionally, please subscribe to the channel if you have not yet done so, because our analytics let us know that most of you watch our footages, but you are yet to subscribe to the channel, and this is not helping us to grow. Thank you if you are also a returning subscriber. Now to the case at hand. The people of Owerri in Nigeria were thrown into a state of shock. This is what happened, and like I mentioned earlier, this is an ongoing case. It's still evolving. But this is what happened. Imagine you are a resident in that part of town in Nigeria, and you woke up one morning as you guys were in your vicinity. A woman just came there, entered someone's compound, saw a little boy playing there, and before anybody could blink, she just pulled out a knife and then she stabbed this little boy to death. After doing this, she was immediately apprehended by the residents who saw her do this. And this is where the whole thing even got crazier, as if what had happened was not even crazy already. Because when she was apprehended, they sought to find out what her motive was, because obviously this is not the normal. The mother of the kid would immediately rush in to pick her kid and find that he seemed dead and just rush off to the hospital with the kid. But for those who were left on site with this lady, they sought to find out from her what her motive was. And then, this is what she said. According to her, she was actually sent there by God, or like she further would say, she was sent there by the Holy Spirit to take the life of this little boy. When I watched the footage, I was like, come on, what is this? I've seen Christians go about their worship, and never has there been a time God would ask somebody to go and kill a kid and actually kill the kid. I think, if my memory serves me right, the only Christian who came close to killing a kid ever, per the orders of God, would be Abraham, who, according to the Bible, was asked to take the life of his son Isaac as a sacrifice to God. But even with that, per the records in the Bible, God intervened and gave him a ram because it was all a test. I don't think that is what is playing out here. I think there's more to it. But before I lean in and give my 2 cents, let's go and watch the footage again, and then I'll be back.
Where would the girl come?
Don't talk to me.
Who is the girl?
Take me to police station.
Who be this girl? Who be this girl? Who be this girl? Who be this girl? Huh?
Are you okay?
Who be this girl now? You carry knife, keep person, kill small baby.
Help the boy. Go. This other woman arrest her.
I don't want to hold the baby.
Where do you get this?
I will punish you, idiot.
Wait. Yeah, ask her. Calm down. Keep your mouth shut. Where should get this knife? Where are you staying? Where are you staying? You are staying at the situation.
What did you come here to do? What did you come here to do? God sent you.
You are not I know that. I saw her struggling with the small boy. The next thing, Tim. He rushed out and held her. Besides, that's not me to see the road. You are very wicked. You are very wicked.
How did she come inside this woman?
You are very wicked.
Boy, hold this thing, make I beat this guy. Waiting no good to the man.
I said, where is your phone? Wait. You does not want to say anything. The only thing we need to get is send it. If you beat Charlie, I have one at that empty. So we need to do whatever they want to do. No. You have not answered our question.
Welcome back. Now, here are my 2 cents on the issue. And I think that this could be a symptom or a possibility of one of these things that I'm going to talk about. So first, I think that it's likely that this lady might be suffering from some sort of mental issue. But hey, I'm no doctor, but at least with my layman thinking, I know it's never normal for somebody to just do what this lady did. That's the first possibility. The second, I think, could be that this lady actually had a motive and that she is not suffering from any mental issue. This could actually be a hit of a sort, depending on what the circumstances could be. It could be retaliation for something this particular family is not aware that they actually did to somebody, and that somebody wanted to pay them back and decided to use this lady to do what she did. But if it's so, then the question is, what was the exit strategy? Because she also wouldn't just agree to go and do this and allow herself to get caught. Then there's the third one, which some residents of Owerri are also talking about, that there's a possibility that this could be occult related. But then my question also is, if it's occult related, what was the end game? Because mostly with occult related killings in Africa, it would have to be that you sacrifice someone or you bring back some blood from the sacrifice to whoever has sent you to go and make that sacrifice. But in either of these instances, you actually have to make it back after performing the sacrifice, which she didn't. So it still comes back to the question of what was her exit plan. And then there's the fourth, where people are also talking about the possibility of organ harvesting being the motive, but it still begs the question, what was the exit plan then? Because she wouldn't have to do it on the compound of the victim, especially when there are several people there. So this is why I said that this case is like nothing I've seen before. It doesn't make sense from all angles. I think the closest it gets to making sense is that she may be suffering from a mental issue. And here in Africa, I think that most countries on the continent are a bit far behind with regards to mental health issues, such that even when people are suffering from mental health issues, most often, most people don't notice. Even most medical institutions fail to notice. And traditionally, such people demonstrating symptoms of medical issues or mental issues could be tagged with something spiritual. Some will be tagged as witches, wizards. So mental health is something that is really lagging here in Africa. And with that, it begs the question, could this be somebody who was actually suffering from a mental health issue? I leave that to the medical team. But then she was also insisting that they should take her to the police station. They gave her some beatings actually, but I can't show that because of YouTube's graphic policy. But eventually they took her to the police station. And like I said, it's an ongoing case. So I'm keeping my fingers crossed and following this case to see how it pans out. I'm sure the police would be able to get to whatever this is, and the root cause would eventually come out. But I'm suspecting it wouldn't be anything out of these four possibilities that I have listed. If it is, well, that should still surprise me then, as if the whole case as it stands now isn't even surprising enough. But what do you think about this issue? Leave your comments in the comment section. If you are yet to subscribe, kindly hit the subscription button, support our campaign against femicide, and share this content. Keep an eye out, like I've always been saying, and stay safe out there. We'll catch you next time.